Hey piano players, Chris here, and this is the first of the musical tutorials. So this is very hands-on. You can see the layout is a little bit different. There's a camera over my hand so you can see exactly what I'm playing. And there's also a MIDI keyboard where the notes are lit up in blue. So again, you can also see what I'm playing. Hopefully this format will help you as you try and learn the things that I'm going through in these videos. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about effective song intros. Intros are very important because essentially they help the congregation to know when to come in on time. And it's pretty distracting when a few people come in, start, stop, some do, some don't. And so our job as church piano players is to play intros in such a way that helps the congregation all come in, ideally at the same time. So there's a few ways we can do this, a few simple ways. The first thing that I'm going to show you is to simply play the last line or two lines of the song before the congregation come in. I'll give you the example here with Amazing Grace. And then everyone comes in. The other way you can do this is go back a little bit further. As I said, two lines. It might be a bit too long, but it's an option. One other thing you can do is to play the first line of the song as the intro. Works particularly well if the song is well known. So for Amazing Grace, that would be Now there's a few additional things you can do to make it very obvious when to come in. And that is firstly, to emphasize the last few notes or chords that you're playing. So Amazing Grace again. Play them a little bit louder. Another thing you could see I was doing there is to slow down slightly. This is also helpful. Again, it's just prompts to help people to know when to come in. You can try a pause, which sometimes works. And then you just come off just before people come in. Now, another idea that you can try is to play along the first or second chords of a piece, no melody required, and this is if the song is known really well. And I do this with a song that I play in a slightly more up-tempo feel, which is All Creatures of Our God and King. And I'm just playing around the C chord. Bit of improvisation that we'll do later, but I'm just playing around the C chord here. All creatures, and then you can come in like that. Now, with any sort of intro, if you really want to emphasize when to come in, one little trick you can use is to play the fourth chord of the scale, which in the key of C would be F, over the fifth note in the bass, which is a slash chord, F over G. So whatever key you're playing in, you would play in E, you'd play the F over C. So if it was All Creatures of Our God and King, and I just want to play the first chord in C, All Creatures, and you can come in like that. So you see I'm just playing the fourth, the F over the G, and it just makes it very obvious. If I show you that in Amazing Grace, different then because it's the C, which is the fourth of G, the key that I was playing Amazing Grace in. So you're just playing the fourth chord over the fifth note in the bass just before you come in, and it's a nice leading chord. Now, one other thing to be aware of is you can play the last line of a chorus as well as a verse, but in a lot of pieces, the last line musically of a chorus is the same as the verse. So Great is Thy Faithfulness, for example, the last line of the verse, last line of the chorus, it's exactly the same. Okay, while we're on the subject of intros, I want to do a little rant. Sorry, but I do. Do not try to get so focused on trying to play the specific, meticulous intro from the version of a song that you've listened to on YouTube or on Spotify or listening to on your iPod or whatever, because it's just a waste of time. If you can do it, great. But especially if you've got other team members, don't cause them to have to spend lots more time to try and get the notes sounding exactly as they do in the original version, because all you're really accomplishing is people in the congregation, a few of them saying, oh, that sounds just like the version I listened to at home. but it's not really conducive to actual worship. So it can be a bit of a distraction to get focused on that rather than focusing on your main priority, which is playing the song in such a way that the congregation know when to come in and can follow along smoothly and easily. So rant over. Anyway, that's all for this video on intros. If you have any questions or comments, put them below this video and I'll see you in the next one.